Hello YouTube! Well, I'm back again, as you can probably tell. I've been back from my vacation back up in Canada, Nova Scotia. Took a nice week break from you guys, and I've been keeping up with what you guys been doing on YouTube, and seen a lot of good reviews, a lot of good videos, a lot of good action figurines, a lot of good stuff, I'm glad you guys made my vacation enjoyable through the net. Other than that, I would like to say another shout out to you guys because I've already got 163 subscribers. Now that is insane. It seems like yesterday I did the 100 subscriber video and now I'm almost near 200. I'm just really happy about that, guys. You really all rock. I'm so crazy. So, right, let's get to what we want to do. I haven't done a review in a while. I haven't done anything in a while. So I thought I might treat you guys to some fighting game reviews, and so the first game we're going to be reviewing is Darkstalkers Chronicles, the Chaos Tower. Now this was a launch game for the PSP back when it first came out, and it's pretty rare to find nowadays. I mean, I was able to find it used for only $9.99, and for that price I thought it was a steal. This game is another franchise from Capcom, as you can probably tell. If you haven't heard of Darkstalkers, well, that's just too bad because this is such a great game and the characters are very unique and crazy. It's got this dark tone to it and it's really, really special. I'll show you guys and I hope you like this review. Alright guys, so here we have Darkstalkers Chronicles, the Chaos Tower. As previously mentioned, this was a launch title for the PSP, and I'm going to show you right now just exactly what makes this game so awesome. Now, what's great about this game is that it has a bunch of different modes. In the arcade mode, you're able to choose between the original Darkstalkers, the sequel, which is called Night Warriors, or Darkstalkers 3, whenever you're choosing which game mode you want to do. Now, what this does is that it changes up the game quite a bit in terms of endings. For example, if I was to choose Morrigan in the Darkstalkers mode as opposed to the Night Warriors mode and beat the game with her, I would get the ending for Darkstalkers 1, not the Night Warriors or Darkstalkers 3. But here are your game mode options. First of all, that was arcade mode. You have network mode, which is basically being able to play with a friend who has the game as well. You have a tower mode, so you get to choose 3 sets of characters, 3 characters, whoever you want to choose. And in the tower mode, you're able to go up this bunch of floors that have different branching paths. But with that, each stage and each floor has its own victory conditions. So for example, you have to beat this level like with a X move in order to move on, and it's got its quirks. It's pretty cool, but it's not my favorite mode in the game. What I love about Darkstalkers though is how unique and different each character is. You got some really over-the-top characters, very fantasy-like. You got like a Frankenstein character, a vampire character. You got baby Bonnie Hood. She's absolutely adorable at first glance, but when you fight with her, you see she's pulling all these guns from her picnic basket, and she's got like explosives and grenades. She's really crazy. You also got fan favorites like Lilith, you got Morrigan, you even have Felicia, Hsien-Ko. It's a lot of awesome, unique characters. I'm going to choose Lilith here. She's probably one of my favorites. And this is the arcade mode. But what's also cool about the different game mode select is that before you choose a character, you're able to choose which game type for them you want to use as well, and that usually changes up the move set a bit. Minor changes, more balancing issues as well. So here we're in a game right now, as you can see, and playing this on a first generation PSP might sound like a bad idea, but the thing is that I'm using an upgraded PSP 1000. It's more recent model, so the buttons and the D-pad feel really good, and with that I definitely suggest getting this if you have one of those latest versions of the PSP, because the original PSP launch systems, the D-pad was just absolutely horrendous and really squishy, and it wasn't great for fighting games such as this. Really good because this game runs off a similar engine. And what that means is that fans of Street Fighter will have a hell of a time playing this game because it's really, really fun. And it's really unique as well. It's a very underrated series, unfortunately, but it's really awesome. As you can see, the gameplay is just out of this world. Got some crazy ass combos, these special moves as well. Also, another high point about the game, if you can probably tell right now, the game's graphics are just out of this world. Really, really awesome. You got some great 2D sprites in here. You got some animated backgrounds that don't distract, but they're really awesome and really cool. It just looks really pretty on the PSP system. I mean, the widescreen does the game great justice, and the game just looks phenomenal. Great job on making this game for the PSP, Capcom, because it looks gorgeous. So Morrigan even looks fantastic, and you know this sprite has been overused time and time again, so that says a lot about this game. As you can see, I lowered the backlight so you can see the game's colors better and the graphics. I mean, this camera ain't doing the game justice. It's a beautiful looking 2D fighter with great animation, great backgrounds, and some awesome moves. The music in the game as well is really, really good, actually, and some of the tunes are really catchy. Also, there's also a cool screen setting mode where you're able to change throughout the game. Anytime during the game, you're able to change the screen size to widescreen or normal, which the widescreen looks really, really good. I definitely suggest the widescreen, but in normal mode, you're able to choose different wallpapers, similar to that of Street Fighter Alpha Max 3 for the PSP. But what's cool about the wallpapers and the backgrounds, they're animated as well, so it's pretty cool, but I prefer the widescreen. Looks best like that. So we had the tower mode, we went over that. You have the training mode, you have your options, but you also have this somewhere called Chronicle. Now I'm going to show you what the Chronicles are. Chronicles is where you unlock everything else as you play through the game. You can unlock illustrations, you got some great illustrations of these characters. Let me show you actually. See, you got some awesome illustrations and some beautiful art of these characters that you could check out and zoom in. As you can see, I've unlocked a few of them, not too much. See that? You got some cool looking artwork that you could just zoom in on and enjoy. I love games with artwork as extras. I think it's great that this game has them. But it doesn't just stop at illustrations. You can also listen to the game's awesome music and voices, as you can see. And you also have movies in which you unlock once you beat the game in the arcade mode. And what this is that these are the characters' endings. And like I was saying before, each mode has its own characters and endings for those endings. Each mode has its own characters and its endings. So, for example, I'm gonna take you to Felicia's ending. I beat her story mode with the mode select in Darkstalkers 3, so I got her Darkstalkers 3 ending, as you can see. I mean, so yeah, it's like I said before, the load times. Yeah, as you can see, here's the load time for you. Taking a while. Arcade mode. Alright, we're in the game. So, like I was saying before, the game is really, really fun, and it's a great 2D fighting game for fans of 2D fighters or Street Fighter. Definitely the Street Fighter crowd might eat this up. I mean, if you haven't checked out already, it's just a shame, considering Darkstalkers could be so much more than what it already is. I mean, it's got its fans, but it's very underrated, unfortunately. It's got some great fighting engine as well, but, well, you people don't buy it. What you can expect? Less Darkstalker games. But if you can find this game, I definitely suggest you pick it up. I found it cheap at GameStop, so definitely check it out. It's awesome. As you can see, I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. Oh yeah, I kick ass, baby. So what do I have to say to get it through your head, guys? Check out Darkstalkers Chronicles, the Chaos Tower for the PSP. You should find it used pretty cheap now. I'm not sure how much it's going for online. It's a great fighting game. If you're a fan of 2D fighters or Street Fighter and you like taking your games on the go, those fighting games are really good, and so is Darkstalkers. It's very, very underrated. Great graphics, great gameplay. It's really fun. Check it out, guys. Check it out.